We got Andrew in the house. Look, guys, and he is in such a good mood today, I promise you.
I'm tired.
So, Andrew, everybody's been noticing that you've not been yourself lately.
That's because I'm tired.
Are you going through menopause? What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, tonight we are going to be replacing a pesky header gasket. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. So tonight we're going to be replacing the header gasket on the car. We developed a little bit of a header gasket leak after 15 pounds of boost, and well, the last time you saw us drive the car, we developed a little bit of a header leak. Not a big deal. We're going to kind of go through this, show you guys, like, if you have an on-3 turbo kit, it's not the end of the world if you have a header leak. Now, it's a little more complicated than it is without the turbo, but it's not really that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing you got to do is take your V-bands off. Not a big deal. Andrew's working on that right now. He's super motivated tonight. And what the hell?
You said it was 13.
So we're going to go ahead and take the coupler off here, kind of swing everything up out of the way. We're going to take the downpipe off, and then we're going to swing it out of the way. That will enable us to basically get to the header and take the bolts out and just kind of slide everything forward. Do have a very big announcement coming up, probably in the next couple weeks, Andrew?
Yeah.
Some of you guys have already started with your guessing of SN content and this and that. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I do think, I say this, I think you guys are going to like it. I'm not sure.
He's buying a 2020 GT500.
Shut up, Andrew. Don't say that. Back to this. So to get this off, all you really got to do is take your coupler off right here. Take that off like Andrew has. We're going to take out this O2 sensor here, or the wideband, and we're going to start swinging everything up out of the way. So what I'll do is go ahead, put this thing in time-lapse mode for you guys. I'll let you check out what it is we're doing. If I can give you any tips or tricks, I will. I'll catch back up with you guys in just a minute. All right, so I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of smoke kind of coming up through here. What we did was took a plastic bag, and we should have got this on video, but we took a plastic bag stuck over here of the turbo, taped it up, and pumped smoke in. And what we saw was a little bit of smoke come from this front tube. See, visually, you can't tell that this thing is leaking. Andrew got under the car, looked around, didn't really see anything, so we needed to make sure before we took this thing apart. So that was the only thing we could think of, and yes, there was absolutely some smoke coming from this front tube up here, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be our header leak. Usually what I do is I pull the upper intake off, get the throttle body out of the way so that downpipe has enough room to come out. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to let Andrew hold the camera. Now let me see if I can finagle this thing out without doing that. See, I think it just puts it in a weird bind. Now we can probably just leave it up out of the way like that.
Probably.
Yeah, so let's try that. We're going to try something different. We're just going to leave this thing propped up out of the way. And then we're going to pull our spark plugs off, our wires off, and start pulling this gasket off. Now what we hope to do here is take out all the bolts except for the two end bolts, and then basically be able to pull the gasket out, drop the new gasket in, and be good. Now, as you all know, we're going to be putting this new motor in here pretty soon, so I'm not too concerned about, you know, the gaskets. We are running the little cheap, like Mr. Gasket metal ones, and they've held up pretty good except for this one time. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get to that, and we'll see you guys in just a few minutes.
Hey, sitting like a boss, bring the workers out. Press on the exhaust, we be skirting now. No, we not the same, what you talking about? Got me all up in your mentions, must have heard around. How that sound, yeah, that sound good, tell them break it down. ISO Wendy's in your town, don't forget the dollar sign. How that sound, yeah, that sound good, tell them get it.
I think we found the problem. I'm not 100% sure. As you can see, that's actually pretty clean right through there, so I'm not sure if it was leaking there or not, but what I do see is the gasket looks like it's separated, so that may be where it was leaking at. I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, though, we're going to go ahead and replace this header gasket, but we've got to run to O'Reilly before they close, and we'll be back, well, for you here in just a second. Well, we are back, and we've already got the new gasket. We've got some RTV on this thing. We're going to let this tack up always like to just put like a little light tack coat around all the header ports, and that'll just make everything seal up a little better. So we're going to kind of set this thing up here. But while we were gone, Cliff got up with me, and he's got something new. So we're just going to go out here real quick, like give you guys a quick overview. I'm not going to do like a detailed review of this. I just want to show you what he got, and I'm sure at some point we will do an actual review on this thing. But let me go out here and show you real quick. So guys, I know you can't really see that, but check it out. That is a Lightning. That thing's pretty. I like it. Yeah, the color, I like the color. Oh yeah, the color looks good. So I know you guys cannot see this, but Cliff just picked himself up. What is it, 03? 03. 03 Lightning. That thing is pretty. Nice. Tell you what, guys, we'll at some point get it over here and we'll do like a little review. Maybe we'll drive or something like that. We'll check this thing out. But right now we got some business to attend to, so I will catch back up with you guys here in just a few minutes. We've got to get this header gasket on. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started on that. So we have put some silicone RTV on both sides of the gasket. It's pretty much fully cured now, which is fine. And we've been talking so long. So what we're going to do is go ahead and slide this thing in. And in case you guys don't know, we did leave the two bolts, one on each end, because the way this gasket's cut out, it'll just drop in over it. So
it's not cut out, just cut it out because it's still easier.
Yep, you can actually cut it out, which is what we did on that gasket over there. Anyway, let's go ahead and get these things dropped in, get everything tightened back up, and see if our header leak is gone. Because guys, I am seriously ready to start driving this car. Look, it's all like super grippy with that.
I feel like my head's in the way. I can't see.
All right, there we go. Just like that, guys. All we got to do now is start putting the header bolts back in and tightening everything up. So it's that easy.
A week ago, we didn't have nothing going on.
I know, right? So like Andrew said, like a week ago, we didn't really have anything going on with the channel. Me and Andrew have been sitting right over there talking for the past hour. One thing we know is coming for sure. It's just a matter of when it's the right time to tell you guys. And then we also have something else that just kind of come up recently that we may do. Actually, hell, 3 things. Really. So really 3 things. I'm going to put this motor in the car and probably going to take it and get it dyno tuned just to make sure the car makes the power that we want it to make. We eke out everything that we can. And this car is probably going to sit for a little while. I mean, not like the red car does or the yellow car, but I mean it's probably
just be idle on the channel.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna
idle in real life.
Exactly. It's gonna come in and out of the channel. It's got to make room for something else. I think Andrew's even gotten a little excited. He was not happy, just so you all know. He was not happy whenever I mentioned this. All right, guys, let's go ahead and finish this up. All right, it is back together, so we're gonna go ahead and start the car up. We do not have the charge pipe connected right now, and we're just going to make sure we don't have any exhaust leaks.
O2 sensor.
Oh shit. Alright, well we forgot the O2 sensor, so we're going to go ahead and pop that in. Oh yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and give you guys that tip. When you're doing like any O2 sensor or something like that, these wires are pretty brittle. So what you can do is twist it backwards, like twist it backwards in your hand before you actually put it in the hole and start to tighten it down. What that'll do is keep that wire from being all messed up the whole time under a load. If you guys want to know what's on the radio tonight, well, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but we got some Yellow Wolf. Oh, let's do some G-Eazy. Andrew doesn't like G-Eazy, but we did listen to some of that. That's about it tonight, really, for the most part. Andrew said it ain't gonna leak. All right, let's go ahead and bust this thing off, see what we got. Damn, I'm happy about that.
Woo, I'm glad that's sealed up.
You want it on the
yeah, actually, will you make sure that elbow's turned the right way?
Yeah, let me.
I can't see which way to turn it. What's your right arm go? You're saying we came out with probably said road.
Yeah, okay. Probably gonna have to get a screwdriver.
You just said right before we did it. Oh, it'll go back on.
Well, it will go back on.
With a screwdriver?
Yeah. Better than what it did. This thing hasn't been And to be heated so many damn different times.
Oh, I got up too fast. I do it getting up from the floor, you do it getting up from the refiner.
Hey, whatever. You'll be there one day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you started it. I just laid all over the ground.
Oh, well, I did too. It'll be alright. We're going to go ahead and bust this thing off and cross your fingers. Hopefully everything's good. Oh, yeah. Alright, guys. That's all we need to see.
I once again work my magic.
Andrew, he's always talking.
I got fiberglass all in my arm.
Hey, yeah, so do I. So it's all right.
Blood, sweat, and tears. Fiberglass don't get through that arm there. Fiberglass don't get through that.
All right, so we are done. It's such a relief. I don't know. So, something so small like a header gasket can make you just feel like your car. You know how it is when you got an exhaust leak. It just makes you feel like your car is just a piece of crap. It's just something as simple as just, you know, a quick fix. If you can, find yourself an Andrew. He does help out from time to time. All you got to do is pay him with some Little Debbie cakes and some sweet tea. You'll be all right. Put an ad on Craigslist or something like that. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.